Hello, welcome to Ask PCMag, where our tech experts answer your tech questions. I'm Dan Costa, editor-in-chief of PCMag, and today my guest is Angela Moscaritolo. Angela, thanks so much for doing
Hello.
this.
Hey, thanks, Dan.
We're going to talk about fitness technology, wearable technology, things that you test for PC Magazine, and we've got a great selection of questions for you to answer today.
Awesome.
Let's start with Austin via Twitter. He wants to know what smartwatch is the best sleep tracker specifically.
Okay, so when we're talking about smartwatches, usually the Apple Watch comes to mind, right? But if you want a sleep tracker, the Apple Watch Series 5 or any Apple Watch is not a good option. It does not do sleep tracking out of the box. And it doesn't have a great battery life, only 18 hours, so you're probably going to want to charge it at night anyway. There are third-party apps that turn it into a sleep tracker, but like I said, the battery life isn't really going to allow for that all the time. What I do like are a couple of fitness tracker smartwatch hybrids, like the affordable Fitbit Charge 4, 150, and it's going to track light, deep, and REM sleep and give you a lot of great graphs and charts in its app. It could even track a metric called estimated oxygen variation, which, if it's high, can indicate breathing issues. So very interesting. Other ones that I like for sleep tracking are the one I'm wearing right now, the Garmin Vivo Active 4. And then also a more expensive one, but it is the Polar Grit X. It's a new one. And this one, what I love about it is that it gives you what's called a nightly recharge sleep recovery measurement, basically showing how your body was able to recover from your training the day before. And based on that, it gives you advice. Like, so if your nightly recharge status was very poor, it may tell you, take it easy today. You need to chill out. Or if it was good, it'll tell you, go for it. So, sleep tracking is one of my favorite things that fitness trackers do. The insights are really interesting.
Very cool. I'm actually testing the Aura ring, which is obviously not a watch, but a ring, but it's very, very good at sleep tracking. I've been testing it
Awesome.
for a few months. I just haven't finished the review yet, but that should be up on PC Mag soon. Speaking of the Apple Watch, we've got a question from Jamie via Slack, which is, how is the Apple Watch compared to other fitness trackers just in terms of tracking health and fitness?
Okay, so in PCMag's testing, the Apple Watch Series 5, it was very accurate. We tested it against a Polar H10 chest strap, heart rate monitor, and a Stride foot pad, and also a Fitbit Versa 2. And we found that its heart rate readings and its step counts were spot on. So, the Apple Watch Series 5, it can definitely replace your fitness tracker, but if that's all you are looking for it to do, you don't necessarily need to spend the $399 minimum to get the Apple Watch for really great health and fitness stats. You can get something like a $150 Fitbit Charge 4 and have excellent fitness and very accurate fitness measurements. And then also, like I said before, sleep is a big picture of your overall health, and you're not going to get that with the Apple Watch. So that's just something to keep in mind.
Very cool. And also, as you pointed out, the battery life of the Apple Watch can be problematic. Those Fitbits, you only have to charge once a week sometimes.
Oh,
So you
yeah,
get a lot more from
absolutely.
them.
Yep.
So another question, this one from Keith Brittany via email. Are there any heart rate monitors that are waterproof? And are there any that are okay to use while swimming?
Absolutely. So one of our favorites that we've tested is the Polar H9. It's an editor's choice, a PCMag editor's choice product, and pretty affordable at a $59.95. It uses an ECG or electrical pulses for taking your heart rate rather than the optical method, which you'll get in the wrist wearables. Besides that, other good options are the Polar H10 and then the Scoshi Rhythm 24. Now, you can get heart rate monitoring when you're swimming with some wrist-worn fitness trackers, This one, the Garmin Vivo Active 4 being one of them, and then the Polar Grit X, another one. And these are definitely more comfortable, I would say, than the chest strap, but they are, the heart rate readings are not as accurate. They're pretty close, but if you want the most accurate readings, go with the chest strap.
Very cool. Our next question is from Jacques Adeli via email, and this is a long one. He recently had double bypass surgery, and they implanted a pacemaker. As a result, none of the chest straps from Garmin will work anymore. So he's been consulting with both St. Jude and the pacemaker manufacturer, and was told that there are, in fact, incompatibilities. Since wrist measuring is not exactly exact as a chest strap, could you tell him what his solution is here if he's wearing a pacemaker and still wants to do this kind of tracking?
Yeah, so this is an interesting question, and I did reach out to Garmin to find out the answer to this. And I also reached out to Polar, which makes a lot of popular consumer heart rate monitors. And the good news is that in terms of safety, both companies say that a heart rate monitor should not pose any risk when you have a pacemaker. That they are basically passive devices and they're not transmitting any electricity into your body. They're basically just measuring the electrical signals of your body. Okay, so with that being said, it is possible that some pacemakers will confuse the heart rate monitor, which it sounds like is happening here. And in that case, you can definitely wear the wrist-based monitor as an alternative. Like you said, and you are correct about that, the wrist ones are not as accurate, but it is pretty close. Polar says that based on its own studies, they are very similar. The two are very similar. So for many popular sports, including running and cycling. Okay, and then there are advantages of the wrist-based ones, and that is that you're not going to wear a chest strap 24/7. That's just not comfortable. But you are going to wear your watch 24/7, unless until you're charging it. So that will give you like the continuous heart rate monitoring. You'll be able to see your heart rate during the night, during the day. So that is interesting. So I would say maybe try a different brand or go to a wrist-based one.
So our next question is totally up your alley. It came in via Twitter from @Kier. What are the best online yoga or fitness classes? There's obviously so many to choose from right now.
Yeah, so because of COVID-19, I'm a yoga teacher. A lot of yoga studios and yoga teachers have quickly shifted to offering their classes online, and a lot are even offering them for free or by donation. And so I would say if you have a favorite studio in your area, a favorite fitness studio, a favorite instructor, reach out to them, see if they're offering classes online right now at this time. So that would be a really good option. Another one that I'll mention free on YouTube is Yoga with Adrienne. She has really good classes, really good production value, and she's got something for everyone on there, from whether you want like a gentle restorative yoga class to an intense vinyasa practice with arm balances and things like that. Two other resources I will mention. One is an app called Grokr, which is it's like a yoga app and fitness app, and you can get it on like Roku and stuff like that. And they are offering it free through the end of May. Usually you have to pay to access that content, and it's really good. And then if you do have some disposable income, we just put up our review of the Echelon Reflect. It's an interactive fitness mirror. Now it starts at over $1,000, but you're going to get a lot on there. It gives yoga classes, it has Zumba, it has Pilates, boxing, strength, conditioning, and even live classes. And even through this pandemic, they're still doing live classes, which is really awesome. So tons of different things out there. just to take your pick.
Yeah, yeah. The Echelon Reflect is fascinating. It's like an even higher end Peloton. Like,
Yep. It's a little different because the Peloton is a bike, and then they also have their the treadmill, and the Reflect is basically you're just using body weight exercises. Although they do have some strength classes where you can use your own weights if you have them. But yeah, you with the Reflect you need nothing more than like a mat. So usually for most classes.
very cool. And that review is live now?
Yes, we just posted it today.
Okay, I hadn't seen it yet. All right, well, check that out on PCMag.com. Angela, thanks so much for coming on and doing this with me.
Thanks, Dan.
And thank all of you for watching. Obviously, if you have more tech questions, you can hit us up on Twitter. Just use the hashtag AskPCMag, or you can head over to PCMag.com, read Angela's reviews, and get all of your tech questions answered. We're here to help you get more from technology. I'll see you in the next show.